Just because you're a power forward, that doesn't make you physical. Just because you're a shooting guard, that don't mean you can jack up threes. That's
what
just
were you,
position.
Jalen? What were you?
Where were you? Did you average 1.4 points as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did Jalen Rose take a shot?
I knew Trump before
you used to talk to him. You ever talk to him anymore?
No, I don't. I knew Trump before he ran for the presidency. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to him. He was a huge sports fan. He used to throw a lot of events at his casinos and stuff like that. And I genuinely liked him. I didn't know who this guy was running for president.
And his former colleague, Stephen A. Smith.
So all of that Pistol Pete stuff, Water Pistol Pete Jr.
Okay, well, we'll address that later. We're going to.
Don't ignore that. Did you play junior?
Yeah.
Did you play JV as a junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I follow
What were you?
Okay.
What were you? What was your position?
As we know, Rose is not one to back down. Ask Skip Bayless about that.
While you were on Blaze TV, spewing that bull to people, did you tell them that? Did you tell them how you stood outside of First Take begging me to talk to you? Did you tell them that once this same article in Deadspin came out, weeks later you wrote a lengthy apology to me in an email, begging me to forgive you, pointing out how you were betrayed by this particular writer, so you know how I must feel that you betrayed me? Did you tell the folks that? Did you tell them? You fat piece of...
And neither is Stephen A. You could ask Jason Whitlock. Yet Rose, who used to be married to Smith's co-host Molly Kieram, took to Twitter and wrote, "I'm so happy that I didn't sell out or clout chase while using views, subscriptions, and funds I made in the process as validation," with 4 laughing, crying emojis. There is much speculation that this was a shot taken at Stephen A. Rose would add another message: "Dear athletes, media folks are going to trash you for fame, get paid, then apologize when the check clears." Now, recall this.
Zion Williamson, he looks fat. He looks fat, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a belly. A belly. Like when he took a deep breath, his belly bounced. That kind of belly. But you look like you showed up to the game having just ate a buffet. Not something from the buffet. I said the buffet. Like you ate the damn table. For a professional basketball player who's 6'6", who the franchise is relying upon, there's a reason that when LeBron James was running and leading fast breaks, Zion was just standing back there. He didn't even try to run back on defense. There's a reason for it, because he was huffing and puffing. That's why.
Rose would appear to continue the subtweeting of Stephen A. After all, it wasn't long ago when Rose typed, "So glad I didn't make a career of content pretending to fake troll the Cowboys." He'd add, "preying on the audience being dumb/lazy and low-hanging fruit." When prompted with the call out, Rose replied, "He, as in Stephen A. Smith, is my brother, and this is not accurate. If anything, it was for Mr. 1.4 points per game, playing JV as a junior." Over and over again, Smith makes a charade, tapping into the raw emotions from the sports consumer to trigger their feelings on the matter. From awful announcing, the problem with this claim, however, is that Smith trolls the Dallas Cowboys. Skip doesn't. Bayless has certainly boosted his TV career by trolling sports fans, just not when it comes to the Cowboys. In fact, while Smith is a performer who relished the opportunity to fake troll Cowboy fans, Bayless is a performer who brands himself as their number 1 fan. Exactly. They'd add, maybe Rose isn't aware of Skip's fandom, but blasting media personalities for trolling the Cowboys while Stephen A. Smith was trolling the Cowboys and then asking us to believe that he wasn't shading Smith is a tough ask, which is exactly the point. When you say the word trolling, it's sort of a giveaway, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying that Skip Bayless doesn't do that, recall the video we showed a few weeks back when Micah Parsons called him out, and he grabbed like, I don't know, 5, 7, 10 different jerseys, Cowboys jerseys, and he didn't know how to work his own very expensive garbage can. And he kept, playfully, stupidly acting as though he was so disgusted that he was throwing Cowboys jerseys in the trash. I suppose that's a form of trolling, but what it comes down to is one person clearly doing the trolling. When the Cowboys lose to the Saints, what did Stephen A. do? He grabs a Cowboy hat and wears a Saints jersey. When Dak Prescott struggles, they lead off with Stephen A., cigar in his hand, trashing Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. There is a continuous theme here of who is doing the trolling and who is saying, well, I'm their biggest fan. It's Stephen A. compared to Skip Bayless. So I love Jalen Rose, all right? I think he is awesome. I think he is one of the rare breeds in media that has the playing career to back it up and is very in tune with the state of the industry. But the one thing we don't have is clarity. However, when you use that word, it is a dead giveaway. And let's be clear about this. Stephen A. has built his career not only through the good work he did in Philly and really befriending Allen Iverson to his benefit when he was at, I think it was the Philly Observer, I believe. But he has made a career trolling a lot of people. It's what he's done. And that's why you see these reincarnations of said trolling. For example, Kendrick Perkins wore a jail, costume outfit during the playoffs a few years ago because he said that something bad was going to happen to a certain team. Like we have seen it with Skip Bayless going off time and time again, playing up his own high school career, which was unfounded completely. And then also dogging LeBron James and playing up Michael Jordan in order to delve into and cater to the dumb sports fan. All we talked about for like 10 plus years was, is Michael better than LeBron? Is LeBron better than Michael? And he became a caricature in order to not only get a ton of TV time, but also make millions of dollars in the process. So where do you stand? Is Jalen Rose calling out Stephen A. Smith? Personally, I tend to think he is. But I will await his follow-up if it comes, and I really hope it does. If there are any stories we missed, if there are any that you would like to submit, get at me and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. DMs are open for your story submissions. And also, if you can, please do support the network. Go to tyt.com/join. Thank you so much. Have a great day.